Let me tell you the story of a Filipino serpent-like dragon that has an appetite for moons and is believed to cause eclipses, earthquakes, rains, and even winds. So sit down, grab a treat, and tune in for the night. A long time ago, there used to be 7 moons just orbiting the earth in the beautiful night sky. They were created by the supreme god called Bathala. They were so beautiful in the night sky that everyone on earth admired them. But most of all, the 7 moons were admired by Bakunawa, this serpent dragon that just was amazed by these moons, the beauty, the light, everything about them. The Bakunawa lived in the deepest, pitch black, darkest depths of the ocean. This creature kind of looked like a serpent-shaped dragon. Some versions of the creature show that it had front limbs like a lindworm. Other versions say that the dragon only had wings. Either way, it was a dragon that was shaped like a sea serpent. It had a giant mouth, the size of a lake, with bright red tongue and whiskers and gills. It was so dark in color that it blended into the same dark ocean that it lived in. And the serpent dragon, it begins to wonder, why on earth are the creatures above the surface the only ones that are getting the light from the 7 moons? That seems a bit unfair. Why isn't the ocean being lit up that brightly? Night or day, it didn't matter to the serpent dragon because it was pitch black in the ocean anyway. So the dragon hatches a plan. It would rise up from the depths of the ocean, and when Bathala, the god that made the 7 moons, when Bathala wasn't looking, Bakunawa would snatch up one of the moons and then go back into the ocean. Just pluck and swallow it. Which, if you ask me, if you want to light up the ocean the same way the moons light up the sky, why on earth are you swallowing it? That kind of defeats the purpose, don't you think? But I digress. It is said that every time that Bakunawa emerged from the ocean to pluck and swallow the moon, the earth would shake and rumble, and because the serpent blocked the light, eclipses would form. And so, once every century, the Bakunawa would emerge from the ocean, bringing earthquakes and eclipses. And every time it came out of the ocean, the dragon would take 1 moon and just swallow it. First just 1 moon, and then another, and then another. Until 6 centuries passed, and there was only 1 moon that was left. This time though, if the Bakunawa ate the last moon, the eclipses it would cause would darken the night even more, and the earthquakes that came from it would shatter the world. The ancient Filipinos, they thought that they had to intervene now. This has gone for far too long, and after a long discussion, they came up with an idea. They knew that the Bakunawa was afraid of loud sounds, so the next time when the earth shook, breaking and tearing apart as the dragon rose into the sky, the ancient Filipino people, they were ready. They gathered by the beach, and when the dragon leapt out of the ocean and was ready to swallow the last and 7th moon, the Filipino people started running towards the ocean, and they started to make loud noises, as loud as possible, banging their drums, pots, pans, shouting, yelling. And the Bakunawa, just as the legend said, it got so scared by the noise that it let go of the moon and crashed back into the ocean. And so, every lunar eclipse, the ancient Filipino practiced the custom of banging drums during the lunar eclipse as a way to force Bakunawa to release the moon, saving the moon from being eaten. This was just a mini episode, so that's all for today. The next full-length episode for the Filipino mythology is going to be about the aswang. We will be going into a deep dive of what the aswang is, the history and evolution of the creature. I honestly can't wait to share that with you guys. It's such an amazing creature. Or maybe we can do another mini episode about the tikbalan. Do let me know which one you would prefer. So until next time, sweet dreams, good night.